Hey folks, Mig here from Grasshopper Adventure Series with the Lost Coast Grasshopper course preview. We're excited to bring you another edition of what we feel is one of the best, if not the best, weekends on the calendar. So the goal of this video is to help you have the best day possible on the bike, specifically talking about the courses, where to be careful, the rest stops, etc. You should have received a rider email that includes your rider packet with all of the essential information for you. But the purpose of this video is to go over the course. Again, a reminder, in your rider packet, you will find all of the following information. So please make sure that you download that packet and have it available offline, as you cannot expect to have Wi-Fi satellite internet unless you have a Starlink out here at the coast. First thing is getting there. As you drive into Usal Beach, approximately 6 miles from Highway 1, when you get to this area here, you can either find your camping spot, set up, and then roll over, or if you get here late and you're only coming for the day, just as you come down the hill into the Usal area, there's a large grassy area on your left with plenty of parking for you to park, get kitted up, and ride in. The headquarters for the event is on Redwood Forest Foundation property. It is not on the state park land. So as you cross the bridge on Usal Creek and you go through the flat camping area just before the Usal Road goes steep uphill, you take a right and follow Usal Creek around a mile, 3/4 of a mile to the headquarters. Along the route, you'll notice that we've placed porta potties in 2 different spots, one just inland on the creek, up from the state park on Redwood Forest Foundation property, and then there's 3 more at the headquarters. The pit toilets at Usal Beach are not in great shape. This is a free, non-reservable state campground that does not get the resources that it needs to keep it up. So we recommend that you ride or walk in to use the restrooms. For the Mediano course and the Mero Mero course, they both start at 9:30 and they go back towards the Usal Beach, okay? And then the Mediano and the Chiquito finish at our start-finish area. This slide's a little bit out of order. We're going to repeat here, but this is just to let you know, this is the headquarters. This is where these start. And then Chiquito, when we go over it, you'll see that Chiquito actually starts going across the creek. All this information will be very clear to you if you download the Ride with GPS route. Let's talk about the Mero Mero, which is the main ride, the big long course here. It is approximately 70 miles and 9,000 feet of climbing. On your Ride with GPS, I've added several caution spots. As a reminder, this is a very, very remote spot, and I know that as we speak about the combination of adventure, exploration, and shred, that people do like to send it. But remember, any sort of accident you have out here is very, very difficult to respond and get to you. We will have EMTs out on course, but any sort of major accidents is a long helicopter ride out. So please take my requests and cautions seriously. Having done this for so many years, I know when to tell you really to take it easy. So the first reminder is here at the start, reminding you that the whole length of this Usal Road is open to vehicles, motos, trucks, Jeeps. This 6-mile section of road, which may seem like the middle of nowhere to you, is a common day trip for people, especially with vehicles nowadays. So expect cars, trucks, motos, SUVs, quads, not in large numbers, but you need to expect them at different spots. And then descending down to Highway 1 is a very fast, ripping, super enjoyable descent. But this is a narrow dirt road that ends dead at Highway 1. So be very cautious turning left on to the open highway. The other cautionary spots are descending the M&M Road, and then along this ridge, anytime that's dipping down, the corners are going to be loose this time of year, and then rolling back along Usal. The rest stops for the Mero Mero at mile 14.5 at Highway 1 and M&M will have hydration and snacks, as well as there will be a porta potty for all users. Stop 2 will be mile 35 here at Kenny, where we'll have something on the grill, as well as your normal savory snacks, sweet snacks, and hydration. And those doing the Mero Mero at mile 51.5, when you climb back up M&M to Highway 1, you'll have the feed zone again. The time cutoff is 2:45 to finish the Mero Mero. That is at this junction here when the Mediano course finishes, and where people do a Mero Mero would head back out in reverse as you came in, up M&M, Highway 1, and back USAL. It's a very generous cutoff. We would recommend people to assess how they're feeling and what time of day, even if they're there, say between 2:15, 2:25, if they want to do the rest of the course. When you come in here, people are going to be drinking beer, having lunch by Macarino, enjoying the sunshine. So it's your call. If you're before 2:45, at 2:45, we will not allow you to continue. The Mero Mero, when you come down from the first lap, this is where the Mero Mero will come into the start finish area. We'll continue across the creek and then head back up the M&M Road. The course goes up the M&M Road to Highway 1 exactly in reverse as you came in. Down USAL, when you get to USAL Beach, you will cross the bridge, you'll go to the end of the flat area, and then you will take the same flat road along USAL Creek that you took to register and to start the day, and that is where your finish will be. Took some photos of the road to give you a sense of how beautiful it is and how narrow. Things are very dry and loose and, let's say, narrow. So when you're on these roads, as with all hoppers, you can't assume that there's nobody going to be on the road. And the way I always describe this, and I think of the same thing when I'm out there, when you can't see around a corner, imagine a big truck pulling a trailer, and are you in a position on the road where you could react safely to either stop or move far to the right? There will be vehicles out there. The Mediano course, as we mentioned, this is exactly like the Mero Mero. You guys head out from our headquarters to USAL Creek, up USAL Road, Highway 1, down M&M, up the WRP, and around in a counterclockwise direction. But you will finish at the headquarters for lunch and drinks. Okay, so you will have 2 rest stops. The first one has a porta potty and some light snacks and hydration, and the second one is a better stop, better, bigger, meaning we got some grilled sandwiches, some more drinks for you guys. You could take your time if you wish before heading down USAL. Again, the same cautionary spots for the Mediano course. USAL Road is open, steep descent to Highway 1, loose corners on M&M, and a ripping fast, narrow, rutted descent dropping back down to our camp area. The county has done some work on the roads, so you'll find some of the roads in pristine conditions. This is a spot just up from Highway 1 that they've worked that's super packed dirt. And then this is one spot that they minorly touched, but it's pretty rutted and a little wet and still challenging. Okay, you'll be coming down this at the start and then up this at the end of the day. Next up is Chiquito, which is not so chiquito. On most courses, this could be the longest one for sure, at almost 34 miles and 4,500 feet of climbing. That is a proper big day. The Chiquito course riders start at 9 a.m. Because they go up the M&M Road to Highway 1, that the Mero Mero and Mediano will be coming down later. So this will get you plenty of time to get up to there, but please don't stop and be too touristy at the very start of the day, because we want to avoid overlapping riders. The Chiquito start, from our start registration area right now, you guys will go across the creek and right up the M&M. And then at the end of the day, just like the Mediano, you'll come in here and you'll finish, and you'll be right here at the after party. Please remember, there are some times on the paved road you must stay far to the right on Highway 1. There isn't a lot of traffic on Highway 1, but you need to ride safely. Assume there will be cars coming. and stay to the right. Never, never, never go over the yellow line, and please be courteous and thoughtful out there. The course markings you'll expect to see: the wrong way caution signs. The yellow and black applies for everybody. The start of the short course will have short course routes going up the road for Chiquito. Mediano, if there's one pertaining to you, will just be orange, and long route would be red if it's different from the others, and all routes would be everybody. A yellow and black route is also all routes. If that's out on course, that just means for whoever is there, that is the direction you should be proceeding. Do not forget to download the device. We will mark the corners, but it's your responsibility to have the route downloaded on your device. Follow it on your bicycle. If you don't do that, at least download it and have it available on your phone with Ride with GPS or whatever form on your Garmin, so that you can make sure that you're not taking wrong turns. Thank you, the Redwood Forest Foundation. They are great partners. A special thank you to them for allowing us to ride on their lands for this very special event. We hope that everyone sticks around Saturday evening to hear the chat with them, to find out what they're doing to protect and restore the Redwood Forest. And then also join us for a hike on Sunday morning to learn more about what they're doing and the history of the North Coast. Big thank you in advance to the course marshals and EMTs out there. Please let them know if you see a rider in need. Listen to their advice and suggestions, and they're out there to make sure that you have the best time possible. Thank you so much to all the folks who volunteer, and for all of you to looking after each other out on the course. And of course, a big thanks to our sponsors. We look forward to seeing you guys all out there. Special thank you to Matthew Acarino, who is going to be providing lunch for us. Have a safe drive out there. Make sure that you enjoy that as part of your adventure. It's not an easy trip to get out there, but it is well worth the journey. Rubber side down, and see you this weekend.